Talk UK, Pro Beez out here chilling. I'm with the man himself. Yes, always working 100 interviews back to back.
I'm here. I like your glasses, by the way. I see Tommy Coyle was rocking a pair of those recently. You know, you got the style.
It's to block out the haters, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They got to be darker than that. They got to be darker than that. But at least you can see.
Hey, that's the main thing. I'm short-sighted, but you know, it's all for show. So, Dillian Whyte is going to be fighting for the WBC interim belt. You've done it. Finally, it's going to happen. Surely, maybe, or maybe not.
I mean, in the respect of he's got to get past Ruiz'S. You know, we see another heavyweight fight recently where people were talking about who's going to fight after that, and we saw what happened. So Dillian's got to stay focused in this fight. It's not going to be easy. Ruiz'S is going to be tough, but the winner of this fight will be the mandatory challenger for the WBC world title. And you know, it's going to be a great fight. I think just a great card of action. 3 really big heavyweight fights. Dillian against Ruiz'S, Dave Allen against Dave Price, Chisora against Spilka, and even beneath that, Riakporhe against Billam Smith. I can't wait for, you know, Coley, Duffield against Aziz. It's what we love, O2 Arena, and a really big night of boxing and an important night for a lot of people.
Dillian Whyte is kind of reacted in a, if it happens, it happens in terms of a world title.
But look, boxing can change at any time. Finally, we have something papered, you know, where that deadline in May presents itself. If it's June, if it's July, ain't the end of the world. But we've got to try and stick to the rules, stick to the agreement. You can never stop pushing for your guy, you know. So just because we've got this done, it ain't the end of it. You know, anything can happen. So you have to keep campaigning, keep trying to push, and keep trying to make sure that, you know, we get what we've been promised.
Because potentially, if Tyson Fury does end up fighting Deontay Wilder, he beats Deontay Wilder, potentially there could be a rematch, trilogy, and then he has to wait even longer. Surely that might be hard for Dillian Whyte to motivate himself.
Really the mindset is we appreciate people, and the governing body want to see Fury against Wilder, so we accept that, but we get the winner, and that's, you know, that's written out there, and that's what we'll be trying to make sure we enforce.
What do you think of this whole Twitter, social media beef between Dillian Whyte, Tyson Fury? I think it's really entertaining, but
I mean, Tyson called out Dillian for a fight for the WBC Diamond title, and we wrote to the WBC and said, yes please order that, and then he said, no, I don't want that anymore. So, you know, Tyson's entertaining, Dillian's entertaining. It's a great fight. I hope that happens in the future, either for the WBC title or just in general. The great thing about the division right now is there's so many, like, you look at the guys we represent and are involved with, you know, Dillian Whyte, Anthony Joshua, Joseph Parker, Usyk, Gassiev, Hrgovic, Hunter, Chisora, Takam, Dave Allen, Dave Price. I'm missing other guys, but like there's 15 guys there who can all fight and beat each other. So we've got to try and get them all together. Obviously, we're doing it with Ruiz'S against Whyte, and there's so many big heavyweight matchups to make.
To Anthony Joshua, now I've noticed a lot of hate on social media. He's been built up as a superstar he is, and all of a sudden now you've got people going to Tyson Fury's side as Tyson Fury fans, and it's quite amazing how he was loved, and all of a sudden,
yeah, it's like a really weird mentality from British fight fans, where it's like, or just fans in general, where, you know, he gets beat. I'd see so many different nationalities who would just get behind him so strong, and a lot of people have. Do you know what I mean? There are people, yeah, he weren't the real deal in the first place. I knew that. It's like, yeah, of course you did, mate, you know. But people, he's a good guy. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's changed his life through boxing, and he's got time for everybody. He's got respect for everybody. He gives 110% to the sport and his lifestyle, right? Why wouldn't you support this guy? You know, why wouldn't you say, do you know what, you got beat, let's go win the rematch? Because that's what's going to encourage him to do it. You know, he went to Nigeria in a week, the images were unbelievable, and I think that made him feel warm, that made him feel like people are behind me. You know, that motivates me to go back to the gym and get this job done. I'm asking for the British public to do the same. You know, he's given you great nights, he's given you great value. He's the one who goes on there and quite brutally puts his life on the line, as all these guys do when they step in the ring. So don't hate, get behind him. Like, If he was a bad guy, if he was an arsehole, if he didn't try, if he weren't a motivator, if he weren't trying to do good things for the community, okay. But he's doing all those things. Like he behaves in the way, exactly the way you'd want him to behave, right? You'd want your kids to behave. You know, all the values that you'd want good people to have. So how can you hate on someone just because they got beat? In the rawness of a fight, that's the worst thing about it. It ain't nice for no one, losing in a fight like that in an arena with all the eyes in the world watching you, getting put down, get up, put down, get up, put down. You know? So I would like to see the people get behind this guy. Let's go and win the belts back. You know?
What about Andy Ruiz? I mean, since he's picked up the titles, I've noticed a shift in his whole approach. And now there's a little bit more confidence, there's a little bit more swag, as it was.
A little bit of arrogance as well. He's entitled to it. He's a world heavyweight champion. Good luck to him. Do you know what I mean? At the moment, he's the governor. You know, and we've got to go and get those belts back off him. But he won. He deserved it. You've got to give him the respect. Sport is sport. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. When you lose, you shake hands, you take it on the chin, you work harder, and you try and come back and win again. And that's what AJ's trying to do.
Have we definitely got a confirmation on that date, or is it still a likely date?
It's not confirmed. The rematch is happening, 100%, and the date most likely is November 29 in New York or December 14 in Cardiff. Next week, I promise you, the trigger will be pulled on that. And I think the lean is towards Cardiff. Like, I understand the New York, yeah, go back to scene of crime, but I also understand, no, you lost it in America. Like, it's okay to fight at home. Like
a Rocky movie, yeah?
Yeah, but you ain't going to be criticised for fighting in front of 80,000. And it's a monster fight for British boxing. And there has been people saying that, you know, we've been taking big fights and fighters to America and stuff like that. That's why I want to do Lomachenko-Campbell here as well. And if Joshua Ruiz drops here, great for British boxing.
Overseas, now I know it's going to be a long card come Saturday night, but out in the States, Pacquiao, Keith Thurman. What do you reckon?
I think it's a convincing win for Manny Pacquiao.
Wow.
I don't think Keith Thurman's looked that great lately. And I think when you watch him on the bag, I think he looks all over the place. I actually think, I don't know, not something's up, but I don't know. I'm not sure his mind's on it anymore. You look at him in his last fight against, was it Josecito Lopez? Look, bang average. I know he was a layoff, but watch him warming up. Watch him on the bag. You think he still looks like the same fighter? I don't know. I think Manny Pacquiao wins virtually every round of this fight.
Eddie Hearn, it's been a pleasure. I would like to thank the big man himself, Brum Brum Brum, Mr. Fast Car, Eddie Hearn.
Cheers, mate. Nice.
Thank you.